It's time for some positive hate. Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. You know, contrary to what many believe, and I know I speak for many of these haters out there, when we say we don't want to see the Amico gone, we want it to release. So there's even more things to talk about, right? I don't think it's a better community without the other side, right? With the other side going silent. I think many people want to see this thing come out, including myself, right? And I'm kind of torn because, these guys deserve every single bit of shame of bankruptcy, and they do, for blowing so many millions of dollars and just squandering them. And we'll go over that in the next video. But for this video, I want to tell you what positive, and I mean really positive ideas and constructive criticism the haters gave that can actually bail in television out of the spot that they're in right now. Now, you have to understand, this is a company that needs to make consoles but can't make them because they'll give all their profits away, right? Sudesh is just waiting. As long as they don't make consoles, they don't have to give them any money. If they make consoles, they have to give them money. So what do? You're stuck, right? You're stuck. And he's not going to let you declare bankruptcy, nor maybe there's another investor out there we don't know about that put in a lot of money in the same way. They're like, nope, you're not. You will not declare bankruptcy until you give me every single dollar of my money, So let's just use that as a hypothesis to work on, right? Let's just say that there's somebody that's owed enough money that, they're not able to declare bankruptcy because that person will be really, really upset to the point of, suing you or something, whatever the case may be. I know I'd be a lot more angry than just suing, but that's just me, But anyway, so because of that, I want to give you some of the ideas that you could use to move the company forward, because you can. You can make some profit, right? What was the biggest problem with this company? The biggest problem with this company, number one, is that they got over leveraged, and when you're in business or you're investing, your number one rule is the preservation of capital. It really is. But this company went on a spending spree trying to attract more investors and got nothing accomplished, and we are where we are. But they do have a few things, right? The first thing I want to say that can get this company out of trouble, right? Little by little. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but the CEO podcast had a great idea, and I remember, I think it was Ian that said they should put these games on mobile. That's a great idea. It really, really is. You know why? Because these games could be on mobile right away. They can generate revenue, number one. Number two, you don't have to pay anything to Sudesh. You don't have to give him $100 for every $100 you sell or anything like that. You don't have to give him 40 cents on the dollar. You can sell these games and make a profit on mobile specifically, right? And that will generate some revenue. Is it going to go, is it going to create a bunch of, $1 trillion sales? No. But it'll get positive revenue going for you and your company, right? Starting there. The second idea, and this idea I heard it from Darius Truxton. I don't know if you guys heard it from anybody else. This is who I heard it from when he mentioned it. And it was making the Intellivision Mini. Can you imagine if these guys would have done that first during the pandemic? If you release, say, 10,000 of them, right? If you make 10,000 of them, and you sell them at $99.95, there's enough in the old man cringe community that will pay that price. If you can manufacture them for $50 and sell them for $99.95, you almost got $500,000 right there, right? And you just want to get to the magic number when you can produce these Founders console and enough to pay off Suresh. What is it? The first 60,000 or 6,000 consoles, whatever you need to do to give $100 to this guy, is really just your goal. That's all you need to come up with as far as capital. Now, the idea that I had, right, would be to release these games on Steam. Anything that you have, even just levels, samples, anything that you have. You can sell a sample for $2. It doesn't matter. Put them on Steam. But along with that, if you have enough capital and if you have enough units, if you can produce these controllers cheaper, right? And if you can sell them, for $89, $79, $95, whatever the case may be. I mean, I believe the cost is around $50 in all reality, guys. But if you release these on Steam, right, and you make them open source and just give them to people for them to work on, have the games on Steam for people to modify. Now you have free labor. These guys, to make a point of it, to show you how shitty you are at programming and what a bad job you did, they will go in there and modify the crap out of those games, right? You can even make a contest. Hey, whoever comes up with the best levels for Cloudy Mountain, you can make, like Load Runner used to be. People can also modify existing games to work with the Amico controller. Now you have more games even for the console. And the beauty of that is you could get to license these games. You get to license the games and produce physical products or whatever the hell you want to call them for your console at a greater profit. Now imagine that. You're producing revenue without actually producing a console. Guys, what are your ideas? There's different ways they can go about this here, and believe it or not, many of us that are detractors of how the company's being run actually do want to see this console coming out. And these are just a few of my ideas and other people's ideas on how to do it. What's yours? But I have to tell you this, and I've always told you this. What makes the most big business sense in this company is to bankrupt it and move forward. If you're a fan of the Intellivision name, that would be the best thing to do. Bankrupt this thing. Hopefully somebody with a lot more experience, with a better work ethic and more knowledge of the video game industry could buy it and move the product forward. But as far as this, I mean, if I ever see my wood grain, I would be really, really happy. I'm not going to lie to you. And I think many people out there that may not like Intellivision as a company and the people that work there and what have you would really like to see this thing come out because, it's been fun. Let's face it. If it wasn't for Intellivision, you probably wouldn't be watching this channel. So, I just wanted to give a little feedback, a little, some options out there for these guys to try out, but, they're not going to do it. If these guys wanted to produce anything, they would have done it already. They really would have. They had the money, they had the time, and now time is the one thing they don't have. Will they ever do anything like this? I don't know. I hope so. Because I think very, very few people want this thing to fail. Even people that are not fans of the Intellivision, even the so-called haters, want to see this product release. Alright guys, I have more videos this weekend. Besides preparing my taxes, I got a couple of videos I'm going to shoot out. 2 of them on the Intellivision. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.